Hello traders, this is a DAX recap video for Friday, July the 3rd. US stock market was closed today due to the Independence Day, but futures were working. And this was the situation at 8:27 today, 33 minutes before the open on German DAX. So we already got this kind of triangle and market pushing higher from it. So first opportunity would be buying this break here in the pre-market session and then observing what kind of reaction we are going to get from the first resistance zone of interest, and that would be yesterday high. Yesterday high was already a marginal higher high above the previous high, which can be seen here on the DAX daily chart. So this high here from the June the 23rd. Yesterday price pushed just a bit above. So around here is the first resistance clearly visible on daily charts, and next one would be here where our main resistance was. So we got a bull flag breakout yesterday, and now as with all breakouts, breakout need to stick. For today we got three scenarios. Low odd scenario, market fails and goes below the main support, and higher odds scenarios would be neutral market that is just staying below yesterday high and main support, making maybe false break of this zone, or more stronger market that would make a move above yesterday high. Now, after the open, what were the signs given to us that we are going to get neutral market and basically profit taking, like was written here? Some profit taking on futures today, maybe pullback on Monday, would be nothing out of the ordinary. That is the usual thing with US markets, pushing higher into the holiday, then profit taking at least one day, and if markets are strong, that kind of profit taking, that kind of pullback would be just yet another buying opportunity. So all of that is to be seen from Monday. And for today, I said here that previous cash close, this one here on 608, would be logical for market to test it in the RTH session. They did that pretty quickly. First zone of interest on resistance is yesterday high, and reaction there would give us some clues of the market strength. Now let's go back to yesterday just to compare yesterday with today, because yesterday we got the stacking signs of strength, while today we got stacking signs of weakness. So this is yesterday. This is a screenshot that's going to be featured in the setups gallery. So these are the signs. We got first breakout above the bull flag, then open 130 points above the previous cash close, no inventory correction, shallow pullback here, and then market holding above the opening level and holding above the pre-market high. Well, none of that was today. Market opened, pushed higher just to make a false break for a 2 or 3 points above the pre-market high, tested the yesterday high zone, sellers reacted there again. First we got reaction in the pre-market. This was the first test of this zone in the regular trading hours. Again, sellers reacted there, buyers reacted from the gap fill, and then they're starting to do this. And what is this? This is trading below the opening level, and this here multiple tests of the previous cash close. Basically they were hugging here this reference point until a breakdown. So all of that was signals that the market isn't really all that strong, and once they moved below the previous cash close, which was at 11:30, so they were doing this here, chopping around for 2.5 hours, while yesterday breakout was made at 9:45. So 45 minutes after the open we already got the breakout. That is why I'm saying use those first hours, and use those first hours not only for opportunities but also for gauging the market strength and thinking what kind of scenario could be in play for today. Okay, let us now review the opportunities for today. So we got that kind of triangle, and that triangle can be observed also as just as a trend line. First opportunity, pre-market long, then you could also scalp something in the pre-market if you want. I skipped this day totally. It was a day off for me from trading. And this is the first opportunity for buyers after the open to buy the gap fill. And before that, we got a false break of the pre-market high. So sellers first, buyers next, reacting there, and then we could make trend line like this and a trading channel, this red one, and observe this. So you got here 2.5 hours of market chopping around, pressuring the previous cash close and this zone, and at the end going lower, and now you have a breakdown trade here. So this could be a decent trading opportunity for today. Then to observe where the pre-market low is, where is the first support zone of interest, which was this 530 to 550, and the first test of this zone would be a buying opportunity. If you tried to go long here on the pre-market low, that would be a scratch or a loser, and in this period of time you are basically now here buying this here balance breakdown and breakdown of this red channel. So in that case, now this is today's this different situation. You are buying weakness, while yesterday you were buying strength. And if you are going to buy weakness, then you need a good pullback. For that, the bigger the better, because on bigger pullbacks, greater the odd is that you are going to get some bounce, and therefore this would be here the better choice for you. And again on the back end of the zone, because now we are having breakdown. Later, to observe this bounce, I will show you that this bounce here died exactly at the halfback of this down move, and also here was a selling opportunity. I will show you this and this, how to catch them with this blue now line, which you could use to make this blue channel. Now anchor points, this and this first test of the blue channel, also market pushing from below, pullback toward the pre-market level and toward the pre-market low. Observe this, just a spike above the pre-market low. Here market trying to get back into the pre-market range, which is this below these two orange lines, rejected, pushed above, look above and fail, basically just a tail, and you could sell it here after you're observing that market continually rejects price and push price below the pre-market low. So this is then a short opportunity for you, and later to observe this as a buying opportunity of a lower end of this channel. So this is now the first test of a channel, and also test of this NFP report reference level. We unfortunately didn't get a pullback low enough to go to the main support and to test the breakout point again. And these smaller marks are alternative marks and marks for entries that needs and requires good real-time market read, which is not really here or here or here. This is the first test of the first support zone of interest. This is a breakdown trade. This is the false break of the pre-market high. This is the first test of the previous cash close, basically a gap fill trade that really didn't produce nothing much, but just like 30 points, maybe 35. But again, that is the first test of the reference where you expect something to happen, while all of these others would require from trader to be patient and to draw all of these trend lines. And I told you that I will show you this. So look at this halfback here. Okay, so those were the opportunities for today. Below the video you will find setups gallery, both in PDF and in the PNG formats. And as always, I wish you a very pleasant weekend and good trading.